right. This was a Stihl 009 project. Now I've already done the major work. Here's the finished product right here. So this was brought in. This one right here was brought in. It was used by a tree guy. He would use it up in the as he was climbing up in the tree because he liked it because of being light. But brought it in awful shape. He knew that the motor was no good. This piston is so bad that it is just stuck. And the see if I can find the cylinder for it. Here it is. No, there's the 009, 011, I think 010. They're all real similar. Now this one though, there's two different piston jugs. One with the 4-bolt and then a 2-bolt. This is the 4-bolt one. This one only had a single piston ring in it. Some of the Stihls, old Stihls, are like that. This one I bought from eBay. I bought the short block, so it had this and it had the piston still attached, or the jug still attached to it. Now, one thing when you're getting into this project, one thing I found out with this one, definitely be very careful about the because right in here you have loose needle bearings that hold this crankshaft piston rod, and I was not aware of that, and I initially they all fell out, and it took 2 hours. It took 2 hours to get all those little needles back in there. But I did find a good way of doing that. I ended up finally, after just ended up using these to kind of place them in. I kind of lubricated it with the Stihl mixing oil, just kind of have it a little tacky, and I just barely, anything would be holding on to those needles, and you'd be able to slip them in, and you just have to. And you know, if one fell out, you just have to dump them all out and start all over again. I mean, I'm telling you, it was awful. So try not to do that. Now on this one, I didn't change out any of the seals, which I probably should have. I didn't even change out, when I took it off, the spacer came off with it. The gasket was intact. I just put it back on. Old gasket. The one that I got did not have the spacer here, but it had a good gasket. I didn't even change that gasket out, just put it on. I didn't change this seal out. Had to change out all the inner workings of the fuel lines. It has a vent that goes from here over to here, which comes out. That's where that old metal cover plate is, and it goes into some foam. I just put some little part of a foam air filter in there, and I had to change out the tensioner. I didn't do anything. The one that that one has is a little bit different design. I didn't change it out. I didn't do anything with it. Let's see, on this side it's got one cover that goes here, and then the clutch drum, and then the clutch, and that was pretty simple there. It was really simple. It was easier to put back together again, and then you just had this right here. His muffler had come undone, causing a lot of burnage there. I used a plastic weld. It just has the single nut there, and that's the only thing holding it on there. Yeah, I mean this all, It actually started right up. I haven't even adjusted. It's got a leaky, you can see a leaky gas right here. I need to probably look for another. It didn't have the gasket on it, or if it did, the gasket had gone away. I have 40 to 1 in it. Again, it just started right up. I haven't even adjusted the carburetor, and we'll go ahead and do that now. I did the initial setting to 1, 1 low, 1 high. I might need to adjust it, like I said, to get that, and we'll do a little bit of cutting with it so John can get back. All right, and this has the trigger lock on it. I'll let it warm up a little bit. Now again, it smokes a lot when I first started. Of course, I run a heavy oil mix, but I coat everything in there. When I put in that cylinder and I cleaned that piston really good because it was kind of gritty. I was a little worried about it, but it has good compression, as you can tell. I cleaned off all the old carbon. Just got it real clean on the inside. Spray it off with air. Spray it with lubricant air. Just, and then, but before I put it all together again, and again, I put the mixing oil in there. I just douse everything in mixing oil. So a lot of times it might not start real good at first because it's got all that oil in there, but I'd rather have it well lubricated. It's idling fine right now. I'm going to see if I have another chain for that. All right, attempt at sharpening. Second trial at cutting. get it back to him, he'll